YouTube, Silence Death here at Airsoft Team OSMD, and I wanted to do a video on some gun care solution that I use. It's called EEZOX. Now, this stuff is amazing. It's kind of on the pricey side. It's I think this is a 1-quart tin, and this was like $50, but it's lasted me like a year. And I put it in, this is how much is left. Put it in one of these big sprayers. It costs like $1.50 at like Home Depot, one of these pro sprayers. They also sell it in aerosol cans, but like the spray aerosol cans, but the problem with that is you don't get much there. Now what this is this is a 3-in-1 gun care product. It cleans, like it'll clean your barrel. Like it actually has like a solvent in it which will get rid of like fouling from shooting. It also lubricates and it prevents rust all in one. Now, I know there's a lot of products on the market that say they do that, but this actually does it very, very well. It's actually when it's wet, when you ram it through your barrel and whatnot, it cleans stuff off amazingly well, and then you wipe off all the excess, and it will dry into a film that protects against rust and lubricates. So this is like the only product you need for like everything. Now I have it on my I should do a video on that. I have a Winchester SXP 12 gauge pump action shotgun. I use it on that, but the main reason I have this is not for gun care. It's actually for rust prevention. This is one of the best rust preventers or preventative solutions you can buy. I know like a lot of people use Remington oil and WD-40 and like silicone oil and all these different things that they like put on machine oil, 3-in-1 oil. People put on their metal like tools and whatnot to try and keep rust off. Well, I found that this works better than all of them like combined. Basically, as you saw, I have a sprayer that all I do is I take like a piece of foam and I saturate just a little bit of that liquid on this foam, and here's my Leatherman that I did a video on just a little bit ago, and you just literally wipe it and it leaves the perfect amount of that on it, and you wipe all the surfaces and you spray them into the hinges and whatnot. You make sure there's no drips, and you let it sit for 24 hours, and it will dry into a dry film. No dust will stick to it. But when it does that, it's denser than even salt water. So salt water, which is a major pain for rust, salt water, I mean, if anybody who drives their car in the winter knows that salt water, or salt like from the snow, makes the underside of your car rust really bad, and that's because saltwater solutions penetrate through most layers of oil, and they make it rust even underneath the oil. This is denser than saltwater solutions, so if you pour salt water on this after it's been coated, it'll actually bead on the top and it won't even get to it. So I've seen a lot of people's tools that start to rust over time, even over like 5 years. If you leave a tool in your car, like in your trunk, and you come back in like a month, it'll be rusted because it's not protected from moisture. You coat your tools in EEZOX and they will never rust, and that's one of the nicest things, is having tools that last. I mean, what good is having a tool that has a 25-year warranty if it rusts through in like a couple of years because you don't have anything that's actually concerned with solving that issue. So definitely, if you have a problem with rust in tools, or if you just want the tools you have to last, or your guns or anything that's made out of metal, definitely pick up some EEZOX and try it, because it definitely works better than anything I've tried so far. None of my tools show any rust since I've used them, and I just throw them in the back of my car trunk, which before they rusted in there, so it definitely works. So, and one other thing I want to say, if anyone of you have a question, please post it in the comment section below, and I'm going to start doing a question and answer video probably every Sunday, depending on if I get like a couple questions throughout the week. So you can leave a question in any of my videos, doesn't matter which video it is, and I will answer the question in the next video, in a Q&A video. And I'm going to start a series of that, so please, if you have a question, it doesn't have to be airsoft related, it can be off anything really, and I will answer it. And thanks.